morning. It's Thursday, October 12th. Thanks so much for joining us for this edition of Up to the Minute. I'm Sade Campbell, the Enrollment Communications Manager here at Houston Community College. Pleased to be joined by my communications colleague, Dr. Lana Pagal, who is the HCC Northwest Director of Communications. Good morning, Lana.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. Well, let's kick things off like we always do with you telling people how to find Up to the Minute online.
Absolutely. We are live on Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, and we're on YouTube. We're also on X, formerly Twitter. We're on LinkedIn and on HCCTV at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
All right, thanks so much for that. And as it is every Thursday, it's Thursday Family Fun Day. Our special guest may be a little bit of drag, which is a play on words. Joining us today will be Christopher Gonzalez, who is the host of Friends of River Oaks and John Waters Trash-a-Thon. But good morning, Christopher.
Hi, good morning.
Yes, I think our producer left a little bit of a cliffhanger with her wordplay, but we're going to hear about why she said you may be a little bit of drag in just a second when you and Lana have an interview. But first, we will be kicking things off discussing an upcoming event for our prospective students. The event is called Eagle Preview, and joining us here to talk about it today is Afrah Hassan, who's the director of HCC Outreach and Recruitment, and Trent Middleton, who is the admissions advising manager. If I would just slow down this morning. Good morning, Trent and Afrah.
Good morning, Sade. Thank you for having us today.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Trent. Afrah, I didn't know you got the memo about the
yes,
bow.
I know you were looking at my window this morning, Sade. So, we're coordinating today.
Yes. Well, welcome back to the show, both Trent and Afrah. As we said, HCC is gearing up to host HCC Eagle Preview, and it's an event for our prospective and newly admitted students scheduled for October 21st this month. So we have a lot of events at HCC. So let's kick things off, Afrah, to give a little bit of background about what Eagle Preview is and what our students can expect.
Yeah, absolutely. So, HCC is not a stranger to open houses. We do those quite often throughout the year, but we thought, why not have a preview day where we invite just prospective students or newly admitted students, as you mentioned, to several of our campuses. It's not really a transactional day. This is just a way for them to be introduced to Houston Community College, our programs that we offer by location. They get an opportunity to meet with the support staff, student services, academic and workforce programs, in addition to being able to tour our facilities and be a part of demonstrations as well. So it's both informative and engaging at the same time.
Absolutely. And who is going to be the face of the event are our admissions advisors. Trent, this is the second time that you all have done Eagle Preview, which is, a spin on an open house day. But really, from what Afrah described, I think the distinction is the intentionality around helping students understand the programs that are available at HCC. And that is like the first big decision that a student has to make. What else would you say are the takeaways from students who attend?
Student engagement, 100%. We want to welcome students to all of our campuses around the Houston Community College system. And the moment they step on campus, we want them to engage with the different programs. We want them to talk to the faculty. We want them to talk to the student services, like Afrah mentioned. We're going to be with students from onboarding to graduation. So we want to make sure we engage them from the moment they get on our campus all the way until they're enrolling, and then so on and so forth.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an introduction and an experience
Right.
to what HCC. And we talked a little bit about who's invited, but we talked about admitted students. Students may not know what perspective means. That's more our language.
Right.
So who is this event designed for?
Anybody who's undecided, okay, so if you're undecided on what you want to study, what you want to pursue, if you're unfamiliar with what HCC has to offer, we have tons of resource available for international students, VMAS, which is our veteran students. We have Honors College for students who meet the certain requirements. And we also offer the library, enrollment, academic advisors, admissions on top of our programs. You know, at HCC, we are community oriented. So we want to make sure that when students do come to Houston Community College and they get that feel on Eagle Preview Day, because I know Swoop is going to be there swooping around, encouraging students to come on through the door and get excited and get really pumped. So students who are undecided, unfamiliar with HCC has to offer, this is our grand opening. Come out and meet us. We want to shake hands, smile, and take pictures.
Absolutely. And Afrah, going back to you, because I know you were instrumental in bringing a virtual tour to HCC. But this is there's an opportunity for an in-person tour, and our virtual tour didn't take the traditional route. It focused on highlighting our learning spaces at HCC, because when we say, oh, we have state-of-the-art classrooms and learning spaces, what does that really mean? And what do students get the opportunity to discover about our learning spaces at the event?
Yeah, absolutely. And the virtual tour is a great platform. It doesn't necessarily highlight all of the 200 plus programs that HCC has to offer. I always like to say we have the Cheesecake Factory menu when it comes to programmatic offerings here at the college. So there's no way that we could highlight and touch every single program, but Eagle Preview really provides that opportunity for students to say, wow, this is what HCC has to offer. This is real. This is real. This is state of the art. We are competing with everyone. We are competing with our four-year partners, and we love our four-year partners, but we really help prepare our students for the real world, which is kind of our new brand, our new tagline. We help to prepare them for going into the workforce. And so Preview Day really provides that opportunity for them to see it. I mean, it is awesome. As you mentioned, this is our second year doing this. Every time I go to the campuses, I'm just really blown away. I question myself, like, maybe I should go into nursing, or maybe I should go into auto mechanic, because this is some cool, really great opportunities for prospective students, not just our high school students, but if you're returning to the workforce, if you're a 50-year-old and you want to start your program, this is an opportunity for everyone. And we want your families to come out as well, because we know parents and families and spouses and boyfriends and girlfriends really help us to make decisions as well.
Right. And, you know, we're coming up on we're in the fourth quarter of the year. It's a lot of us feel like, hey, 2023 happened to us. We may be looking back at our goals and saying, man, I didn't do the thing I said I was going to do. I didn't do the thing where I said I was going to go back to school. So this event is strategically timed right before our spring registration, or right after our spring registration opens up. So Trent, you are in the business of getting students enrolled for their first semester. How does this event prepare students to be able to apply and enroll for spring?
So we're going to narrow down your decision. You know, when you come to Eagle Preview Day, it may be a lot of, you know, ambiguity, a little, you know, you need a little clarity. So when you come with questions, you know, and to piggyback what Afrah was saying, bring everybody, bring your parents, bring your spouse, bring the kids, because it's going to take a community to get you to graduate. Okay. And at Houston Community College, we're going to make sure that the whole community is informed, which means the parents, you know, whether it's fine, they have questions about financial aid, or like how we were talking about the enrollment checklist process. We want to make sure that everybody who is ever helping you in your circle is understanding, like, hey, these are the people you need to talk to. This is where you need to go to do this. And let's narrow down that decision to get you enrolled, because spring will be here before you know it. Okay, let's get that financial aid. Let's get those classes. Let's talk to the faculty, like, hey, I need a class here, and what time is it available? So students can start planning their schedule for the spring. That's the biggest thing.
Yes, getting in there early. Now, a lot of times when we say HCC is having an event, people may underestimate that we have like 19 campuses, right? So are these events at all of our campuses on October 21st?
Yes, absolutely. So a few campuses have combined. So Southeast will be hosting the Central College. So if you're interested in any of the Central College programs, please go to the Southeast campus. You can find all this information at hccs.edu and then just search Eagle Preview. All the campus locations, the address, and what each campus will host. I know in the Northeast, we're doing the automotive, which is transportation, public safety, and global energy. So
And listen, and you were trying to do it off of memory. I threw you off the game. So be sure to when you go and register for Eagle Preview, you will
right.
see the locations that are available. Afra, to close us out, tell everyone how they can register and remind them of the date, time, and all those details.
Absolutely. So as Trent mentioned, we'll be at 7 locations across the city. Southeast, the East Side campus and Coleman Midtown will combine. We'll be at Trent's campus, North Line. We'll be at West Loop, Stafford, Katy, Alief Hayes, and Coleman, which is in the Medical Center, our Health Science campus also. You can find out more information, and we want you to pre-register. That way we are prepared for everyone to come, but if you can't, that's okay. At our website is hccs.edu/Eagle Preview. And the awesome thing is it's from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. We want you to get there at 9 a.m., get you settled, get you registered. You'll hear different breakout sessions, presentations. In addition to that, the first 500 students who show up will get an HCC little Croc charm to wear on your Crocs. So we want you to rock the Crocs. That's going to be our little hashtag. Rock your Crocs for Eagle Preview, as well as a t-shirt. So we're really looking forward to staying with everyone.
All right. I'm gonna have my Crocs
That's
ready.
right.
I need my charm. I heard there are a lot more giveaways, scholarship opportunities. So be sure it's happening October 21st from 9 to 12 p.m. at select campuses across the city. Want to thank Afrah, who's the director of HCC Outreach and Recruitment, and Trent Middleton, who is the admissions advising manager for Northeast College, for coming and telling us today about the opportunity with Eagle Preview. We'll have information posted after the show with more details. Want to kick it over to Lana for our next interview.
Well, we're going to be dragging ourselves on to Christopher Gonzalez, also known as Sauvignon Blanca, host of the Friends of River Oaks' John Waters Trash-a-Thon. Welcome to the show, Chris.
Hi, good morning. I just had to make a quick little change. I wanted to add my little bow on here too. I wanted to join the fun party, so.
Well, you look absolutely adorable.
Well, thank you. Oh, how are you?
I love the hat. Love the hat.
Thank you. Thanks for sending me a target.
So let me set things up for our audience. The nonprofit group, the Friends of River Oaks, often hosts events to raise funds to save the old theater. And tonight is one of those events, right? So with a little bit of an introduction, tell us what this event is all about, such as when and where it will be held.
Yeah, absolutely. So the event tonight, John Waters Trash-a-Thon, is being hosted in partnership with the Performing Arts Houston, John Waters, The End of the World. And this is kind of the amuse-bouche, the appetizer of the whole weekend. We're celebrating our Pope of Trash, if you will, by screening some of his most prolific works. So we have Serial Mom, we have Polyester, and of course we have the absolutely filthy, notoriously infamous Pink Flamingos. So there's a lot of good stuff and to watch, and maybe to recoil at if y'all are not familiar with John Waters.
Yeah, Pink Flamingos is quite the movie.
Yeah, I had to have like my hand fan on the side. I was like, oh my God, I revisited it recently. I was like, oh my goodness.
And that starts at 7 p.m. tonight?
Yes, that starts at 7 p.m. tonight, sharp. It'll be at Numbers Houston. So, which is also pretty funny because I feel like I'm also at that demographic region where people started calling it hashtags instead of numbers.
Right.
So, but it's at Numbers and it's at 7 p.m. sharp. And there's going to be a whole wonderful host of drag performances by yours truly. We have a divine dress-up contest. We also have raffle tickets for the following evening's show, John Waters, The End of the World. So it's something that you're not going to want to miss. And of course, if you are curious as to what all the inner workings are of John Waters' work, you'll get a full spread of it all.
So go over again why mainstream audiences would be interested in attending this event.
Yeah, absolutely. So John Waters is definitely someone who has made a really big cultural impact, not only just in cinema, but across media in a broad way. I mean, truly someone who took shock value to the next level. And if you're unfamiliar with John Waters, walking into it, you might think you're having a fever dream, but it really is it's something that making fun of the absurdity of everything, you know, especially now, the world is very intimidating and it's very overwhelming. And sometimes you can poke fun at the things that are, you know, making you concerned, or laugh in the face of just kind of the mountain of concerns that you have. You know, you have humor, you have entertainment, you have something to add a little spice back to your day. And it's something like that that I think is really important, and what I want to bring for tonight, what we want to bring for tonight. And of course, for people who are, again, unfamiliar with John Waters' work, it is a little bit more on the crass and lewd side. And I would definitely say be leery if you're going to stay for pink flamingos. But maybe do a little Google search, but don't spoil it for yourselves.
So will there be a divine dress-up contest?
Yes, absolutely there will be. And mostly because if I'm getting dressed up, I'm going to make sure that everyone else has to get dressed up as well. So, but yeah, the costume contest is going to be this evening. It's a divine dress-up contest. It's going to be audience based with the aristocracy of choice given to me. So y'all better bring those red dresses. Y'all better bring those big old hairs. If your eyebrows are more than, let's see, what's that angle? If your eyebrows are not more than a 75-degree angle, then I don't want it. I don't want it.
So is this kind of like Rocky Horror, where you're encouraging folks to dress up, even if they don't want to dress up as divine?
Absolutely. I think that, like, it's not only is it going to bring me solace, but also it's I think it makes the whole engagement more exciting. You know, what more of a way to integrate yourself into something that you're not sure of than to embody the character? And of course, like, once you see the character on screen of the outfit that you're wearing, you're gonna be like, oh, that's me. And then maybe you'll say something funny, and maybe you'll make me laugh, which is it's a tall order. It's a tall order to make me laugh. So
So
and maybe
us,
you'll impress.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying maybe you'll impress a potential lovebird. So I don't know. I mean, if you find love dressed up as divine, we have other fish to fry. But
so tell us, why did they choose you for this event, Miss Suvi B?
So out of I would think that let's see here. That's a great question. Well, I am a mess, so I feel like that greatly fits into what John Waters' work typically is. I don't know. I do know, actually. I feel that I'm a pretty campy person. I'm a pretty extroverted person, and I really like to make fun of people. And if you can get paid to make fun of people, why not? You know. But I think I really try to engage with people during performances. I've hosted a handful of events, not a lot, but I really want to make sure that people are having fun. I want to make sure that people are watching the movie. I want to make sure that people are being bothered during the movie, of course, because what's a movie without your best friend bothering you and making comments on it? But even my performance style, I feel like it's a pretty campy thing. I feel like the campy performances that I feel like I do are I wouldn't particularly I wasn't assigned the campiness aspect. I think other people would say that. When I look in the mirror, I'm like, look at this sophisticated lady. And it's like me with like a flower glued to my forehead and then like a band-aid like on my earlobe. So, you know, and probably I think they probably had a bunch of other people lined up and they probably just called out. Just kidding.
Well, you're delightful, and this sounds like a lot of fun. So I want to thank you, Sauvignon Blanca, aka Christopher Gonzalez, host of tonight's Friends of River Oaks and John Waters' Trash-a-Thon. And we'll have your information in our post after the show.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lana. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me. I can't wait to see y'all tonight. Y'all better dress up. It's going to be fun. I'm just letting y'all know. Just saying.
That's great.
Bye.
Wow. I love that outgoingness.
I know. And it's funny, when people assume, well, how would you define yourself? Would you say you are an extrovert or an introvert?
I am a high functioning introvert. That's how, and I have a job that requires me to be an extrovert. But
It is,
yeah.
yeah. And so I tell people, I was like, I really am in between. And but people think when they see me, I was very shy growing up. So my mom decided she was going to get me out my shyness and make me get in front of stage, do every church presentation and introduce her at events. And so now I'm really comfortable in front of very large crowds. But if you put me in a room and a lot of people and I have to go walk up one by one, you will see me fade to black. And I need to recover from that level of interaction even after presenting. So it throws people for a loop. They're like, we just knew you were, because I speak my mind too. So there's that. But people are just really confused. So I feel like I feel like I'm high functioning too. I just didn't have the language for it. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good in a crowd, but if I have to do small talk with people I don't know, how's the weather only gets you so far.
Listen, very, very incremental conversation. Well, there are opportunities for our extroverts to go out to events, and our introverts to work on embracing that side of them, so that maybe they can too wear the banner of what you call high functioning. But we're going to close out with our news and events, kicking things off with the Fight for Latino Education is at our East Side campus. It's in celebration of Latinx Heritage Month. The History Department is hosting a book talk by Dr. Jesus Jesse Esperanza of Texas Southern University. He will discuss his book, Raza Schools, The Fight for Latino Educational Autonomy in a West Texas borderlands town. It'll be happening today at 11 a.m. at our East Side campus in the Angela Morales building in room 102. Be sure to check the details after the show so you can come out to that.
And our Vice Chancellor will be having an in-person faculty meeting. Vice Chancellor of Instructional Services and CAO, that's Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Norma Perez, is reminding all faculty and staff that she is available to meet to answer any questions and listen to your concerns. All faculty and staff are invited to attend. And that's 2 to 3:30 p.m. today, Thursday, October 12th, HCC Northline Campus Room E207. Other meetings are planned as well. Check out our post after the show for more info.
There's 3 days left in Hispanic Heritage Month, and our student life teams are wrapping up their commemorative celebrations. Happening tonight at the Stafford campus will be dance night. HCC Southwest's student life has lined up some fun events to finish up Hispanic Heritage Month. It'll be happening tonight. In room 139. Check our post after the show for details.
And career services workshops will be continuing. They're going to be focusing on pharmacology. So find out the role and importance of pharmacology in healthcare and professions from Telfia McElroy, noon to 1 p.m. Thursday, October 7th, 5:30 p.m. Thursday, October 26th, and that's virtual. So check out our post after the show for more info.
All right, and we have a speech tournament coming up. All registered HCC students are invited to join the special speech tournament presented by the Division of Speech, Communication, and American Sign Language. Winners can receive scholarship prizes of $200, $300, and $500. So get that gift of gab together and compete for scholarship opportunities. It'll be happening Saturday, October 21st, 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. at HCC Central Campus in the Harmon Building in room 100. Details will be posted after the show.
And calling all soon to be graduating Eagles. Are you on track to graduate? There's more to it than you think. Take a look at HCC's graduate checklist to make sure you're on track to complete and walk the stage. Check out our post after the show for registration information.
All right. And as mentioned during our first interview about Eagle Preview, spring registration starts soon, though fall still has some smaller, shorter sessions left. Spring registration is going to kick off on October 16th, just around the corner. And all courses in all of our courses will have, I want to rephrase that. Not all of our courses will be in person online. We have in person and online courses. So be sure to mark your calendars. Don't wait to the last minute to register for spring, and check out any remaining fall opportunities. To learn more about HCC programs, start dates, and options to cover costs, visit hccs.edu/apply. Tomorrow, we welcome another UN Family Endowed Chair Award winner for teaching and learning excellence, a professor of biology who proposed the creation of a learning hub for anatomy and physiology students to meet after lab sessions and lectures. Also, the astronomy department will be here to discuss Saturday's eclipse and HCC Stafford Eclipse Watch Party. Thanks so much for joining us for this edition of Up to the Minute. We'll see you next time.